Hey, do you have TCS?
Have you ever heard of TCS?
No, what's that?
Tiny calf syndrome. I have it bad.
Tiny calf syndrome. I used to have tiny calf syndrome. Now, you probably clicked on this video because you have small calves or you've been training your calves for an extremely long time, but you've barely seen any growth, or you feel like your calves haven't even grown at all. Guess what? I used to struggle with the same issue, and it was up until I learned how to properly train my calves and I gained knowledge on the human anatomy that my calves started growing. So I'm going to share that knowledge with you all today in this video. Now, first, I'm going to dispel that your calf size is generally determined by your genetics. This is why you may see some people who never train their calves. You never see them work out, you never see them run, you never see them lift weights, but they have huge calves. And you see other people that work out all the time, probably you, but they never have any calf muscles, or you just don't see any calves on their legs. And that goes to show you that calves are generally determined by your genetics. Now, do not let that diminish your drive to improve your calves, because you can always improve your calves. Okay, so one more thing before I show you how to properly train your calves. I have to tell you, if you have the genetics that favor you having big calves or small calves. Okay, so generally people who have long calf muscle insertions and short calf tendon insertions, they generally have big calves, or they have the genes that favor them having big calf muscles. People who have short calf muscle insertions and long calf tendon insertions, they generally have the genes that favor them having smaller calves. And here's the thing, having small calves actually has a lot of benefits, especially when we're talking about sports, being athletic. When you do your study and you pay attention to the best athletes at their sport, you'll realize they generally have short calf insertions, or smaller calves, or long calf tendon insertions. I can list so many athletes who are the best at their sport, and you'll see they generally have short calf insertions. The first athlete that I'm going to tell you all about is Lionel Messi. Most people know him as the GOAT, and overall, this guy is undeniably one of the best soccer players to ever play the game, and he has multiple prestigious accolades in the Professional Soccer League. Plus, he's also the 2022 FIFA World Cup champion alongside his teammates from Argentina. They all represented Argentina. But when you look at his calves compared to other soccer players, his calves are relatively smaller than other players. And this guy is by far one of the best players playing right now. He's fast, he's quick, and overall, you really cannot argue about how good he is. The second athlete is LeBron James, the king himself. LeBron has 4 NBA championships, multiple NBA accolades. This man can jump through the roof. He can dunk on any player. You just name him, LeBron will dunk on them. And he can chase you down the court. He's fast and quick. And when you compare his calves to other NBA players, LeBron has small calves, but he has some muscle fibers on them. Number 3, Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is by far one of the best athletes to ever play a sport. He is 50-0 in the ring. Yes, 50 wins and 0 losses, and he has 27 knockouts. Floyd is known for his speed and his quickness. That's why he has the nickname Pretty Boy Floyd, because he knows how to dodge those punches. And they call him Pretty Boy Floyd because people aren't able to punch his face. But as you can see, he has small calves, and he's a quick and powerful athlete, and he's one of the best to ever step in the ring. Number 4, Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime. Deion Sanders is by far one of the best athletes to ever play a sport. He has 2 Super Bowl rings, and He is extremely fast during his prime time. This man could score a touchdown, block a pass, return a kick, catch a pick. He can also play baseball. He can run a home run. He can do everything. You name it. He can also dunk, by the way. But looking at Deion Sanders' legs, you can see he has small calves, and he's one of the best to ever do it. Now, this doesn't mean that if you have large calves that you aren't a good athlete or you don't have the capabilities to be a great athlete, because you do. And the reason is because sheer muscle does not always equate to strength. Your tendons and ligaments and muscles all play a role, and that determines how strong, how quick, and how powerful your legs are. So don't believe that having that sheer muscle on your calves means that you're just a great athlete. Everything plays a role. All right, so now I'm going to show you all how to train your calves. Okay, so the first thing you should change when you're training your calves is increasing your frequency. This right here is imperative when it comes down to training your calves. Why? Because our legs are endurance muscles, which means they can handle a lot of volume and pressure. This is why you can walk or jog up a mountain or hill and your body will be tired, you'd be breathing hard, your heart would be beating fast, you're probably sweating, but you still have the capability of taking some more steps. You still have the capability of walking up that hill, although you're already tired. And that's because our legs are designed to handle a lot of volume. Now, this doesn't mean overtrain your legs, but this should tell you that your legs can handle a lot of volume, so increase your frequency. So how should you do this? If you're training your calves once a week, you should change it up and train them 3 times a week. If you're training them 3 times a week, increase your frequency. Train them every other day. If you're training them every other day and you're not seeing any growth, change it up and train every single day. And you're probably thinking, Coach Panda, you really want me to train every single day? Isn't that bad? Can I get injured from that? The truth is, no, because our calves are endurance muscles. They can handle a lot of volume. So you can train your calves every single day. And I train my calves almost every single day. I used to train them every single day, but now I train them about every other day or every 3 days. And that's because I've gotten to the point where I'm confident in my calves, although I still put in work, but I'm fine with where they're at. So put in work. Now, this doesn't mean that just train hard, put on a lot of volume every day. Through time, you'll notice grease in the groove will help them grow. So now the second gem that I'm going to share with you all is to work on your technique. This is paramount. Most beginners, when they're training their calves, specifically while doing calf raises, they tend to do them at a fast pace with a short range of motion. So you may feel a little burn and you may feel like, oh yeah, I'm training my calves, I'm putting in work. But in reality, you're not working to your full potential. Now, if you want to work to your full potential, you have to fully stretch and elongate those muscle fibers when you're training your calves. So when you're doing calf raises, stand all the way up on your tippy toes and move at a slow pace. All right, so now watch how I fully stand up on my toes. Just like that. You see how my calves just stretched and elongated? And then watch as I slowly sink back down. That's how you should be doing your calf raises at this pace right here. You can hear my toes cracking a little bit, but this is the motion you want to be doing. If you really want to grow those calves, go at this pace and this motion. When you're training your calves, slow and steady wins the race. You know, most of the time it's fast and quick wins the race, but when it comes down to muscle building, hypertrophy training, slow and steady wins the race. This is how you grow. You grow by taking your time and fully stretching and elongating those muscles. So when you slow down your reps, you increase your time under tension. This allows your calves to fully activate. When you do this, you engage your calves. And in return, you get more muscle fibers on those calves, and you can stay bye-bye to TCS. But anyways, I'm Coach Jonathan Panda, and I want to help you grow your calves. I want to help you build muscles or lose weight if that's your goal. In order for me to help you do that, you'll have to sign up for my program. In this program, you'll get nutrition coaching and you'll also get exclusive videos tailored specifically to you. If you want access to that, you have to click the first link under this video and we'll set up a consultation and then I can be your coach. And you can be anywhere in the world. You don't have to be in the United States. You can be in Mexico, you can be in Canada, you can be in Europe, and I can still train you. This is online, guys, so that's the benefits to having the internet. You get to train people all over the world. Now, if you enjoy this video and you want to see more from me, I would appreciate it if you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more content. And if you want to see even more, feel free to go check out my Instagram and check out the workouts that I post on there. I promise you, if you love me here, you will love me on Instagram. All right now, peace. You got this.